What's going on, beautiful people? It's your boy, Mr. Meyer, with the fire, here to share ideas and take the collective vibration higher. My sole intention is to reconcile all paradox with love and truth, and I love you. And this video is a little something, or a lot of something, about the sign of Leo. Today is the last day of Leo, so I want to go out with a bang and literally take a deep dive into this archetype so you know what it is, how it might affect you, and how you experience this energy. Leo is the fifth sign of the zodiac, and that's going to say that these stars are between Cancer and they're between Virgo. And in the tropical zodiac, in the middle of the summer, you're going to find the sun in front of Leo, which is what's going on right now. About to move into Virgo. But Leo is all about you, broadly speaking. This constellation is symbolized by the lion. The mantra of Leo is I will. And this is the home of the sun. So Leo is really about you. It's about your shine. It's about pride, ego, creative self-actualization. So Leo represents the awareness of ourself. Self-image is a Leo concept and phenomenon. Leo would also talk about everything you wish to create, how you push your energy into the world. And this is the archetype of the sun, if you really think about it. The fixed pillar that everything revolves around, that is your ego when it comes to your life, your experience. Or, as above, so below, that's how the solar system works. Everything has to revolve around the biggest star, the center, with the biggest mass. So on another level, not only is Leo going to show us what our self-image is and how we want to create, in between those two energies, this kind of shows us how we find joy, how we find happiness, what's fun for us as well. So Leo at its best is about play. It's about entertainment. It's about amusement. The word is fun. Leo is about having a good time. This is life itself at its best. And some might debate me. I'm not trying to say Leo is the best sign of the zodiac, but when it comes to life itself, this is what Leo exemplifies. Leo is all about living your best life and being so centered within yourself that you can be yourself. That sounds redundant, but let me break it down this way. Leo rules over the heart. It rules over the spine. And this is all about posture. This is about being upright, carrying yourself through positive conduct. So when I mention the phrase creative self-actualization, what's even wilder is that Leo energy will also broadly show you what you conceive of as purpose. So that's very important to think about as well. So I want to break this down through rulership as well. Like I said, Leo does really well with the sun because that is where the sun is home. So I got tarot cards. I don't need these because I know what I'm talking about, but I would like to see behind the scenes. Leo is about shining. It's about getting attention. Leo likes to be seen, likes to be worshipped, appreciated, respected, etc. So self-concept, self-image, who do you think you are? That's how you tap into your Leo energy. And astrologically speaking, look at the location of your sun in the chart. Look at the house position of the sun, the sign placement, because that'll show you through the sign what experiences you're most likely to be attracted to. The house position will show you naturally where your energy is pushed outwards and where you need to take action to feel fulfilled. And then the aspecting planets to your sun, these are going to show different ways in which you innately understand your being and how you also take action. So when you look at the depth and complexities of your sun, just understand this is indicating on a deeper level how your Leo energy works, even if you happen to be like a Virgo or an Aquarius, for example. So that's something to think about, very important. And let's talk about the other, let me cut that word out of my vocabulary for real and make my communication better. So let's talk about how Mercury falls in the sign of Leo. Mercury is said to exalt in the sign of Aquarius, meaning the planet of thought, communication, and rationality, which is Mercury, closest one to the sun. It does the best in Aquarius because Aquarius is all about facts, humanity, truth, connecting things to everybody, universal intelligence, to be all-encompassing. But Leo Mercury, or Mercury in general, is very personal. It's very egotistical and egocentric. So one of the challenges with the Leo energy is communication. I'm just going to lay it out right there, dude. Being effective in the way that you speak, meaning what you say and saying what you mean. Leo people can also take everything motherfucking personally. So it's really important that when it comes to your Leo energy, that you don't make assumptions, that you have enough questions, and that you really don't leave things up to chance. Speak now, forever hold your peace. And also, on a more specific and I think less circumstantial level, understand when it comes to Leo energy, improving your scope of detail, respecting other people's opinions and attention. This will go a long way when it comes to forming good relationships and even just having that effective communication. So that's very important to think about as well. On another note, the planet Jupiter, which is the biggest planet, it governs our understanding, it governs our faith, how we grow and expand, and also how we form philosophies and ideals in life. This planet is said to exalt in Leo, and it would therefore fall in Aquarius. And Jupiter can do well anywhere, but I will just say that the real beautiful thing about Leo is confidence, purpose, meaning, balanced exuberance, and faith. A burning conviction, burning desire to just go after what is desired. Fearlessly, unapologetically, ruthlessly. So on that note, the Leo archetype, Leo energy, Leo people, they may have a lot of confidence, they may have a lot of purpose, and they may be on a mission. And that's beautiful, but do keep in mind an exalted planet can do too much and exhaust itself in that energy. So you may see Leos burn themselves out because of their purpose. You may see Leos burn themselves out because of being too reckless, too confident, not checking where they're going, or again, on Mercury's note, not thinking about it, not making plans or being detailed enough. One thing that's also hard with this Leo Jupiter energy is that Leos can also really color their ideals with self-justification and avoidance. And that just means when these people think too highly of themselves, you can't tell them shit because they have everything figured out, right? So under that circumstance, it's going to be really hard for them to move forward in relationships in a growth-oriented way. You got to remain a student all the time, okay? Very important. And just be willing to accept. Not everybody's qualified to give you advice or direct your journey because you have a vision and nobody else can see that. So you just have to be discerning with this energy as well. That people have something to teach you, and even if it's not instruction or direction, they're going to give you confirmation or perspective for your journey as well. So, you know, that in itself is going to say that sometimes these people need to be more accepting, but sometimes they need to be more discerning to really accept that, you know, some people might kind of hate them for their purpose, their vision, their passion, their exuberance. People might take it personally. There's a lot of scarcity when it comes to life. People's beliefs, their negative projections, and scarcity breeds jealousy. And what's pretty common for Leos is to receive a lot of attention because they in themselves love themselves and love to create, and on some level they might just be bored, and that's why they're very theatrical and flamboyant. But what's interesting is that in the dynamic of receiving praise, love, and attention, these Leo people can receive adverse reactions from others as well because of jealousy. Where your shine, your sparkle, this may highlight some of the shadows for other people. And that excitement may look like a cloudy ass day for some people. So they might want to hate on you and shit on it and bust that cloud up, bring you down to their low vibration so they can feel like they're in a sunny sky. So one challenge about Leo is not taking anything personally. And I said this at the beginning of Leo season with the list of 5 things you need to do. That was damn near the first thing, if I'm not mistaken. It's somewhere on the list. Don't take anything personally because people can only project what's inside of them. And that's wildly important to understand with the Leo energy. And on another note, Saturn is going to basically fall in the sign of Leo or be in its detriment. And that's going to say Saturn is going to be home in Aquarius. And Saturn is all about restrictions and limitations, boundaries, and the finite world. One interesting thing about Saturn, do remember that this is the final planet we can see without the telescope, and there's a ring around it. So those two facts are going to show that Saturn exemplifies boundaries or limitations. It's the limitation of your vision, and it's also the limitation of space. There's an actual ring protecting the body. So that's some way to look at it as well. So Saturn is the empire, the empirical world, the things that exist tangibly. Saturn governs our perception of society, the real world, so to speak. And on another note, Saturn, when you see this in the chart or when you see it in transit, you will know that Saturn will resemble and exemplify fear, because restrictions, rejection, things that we may want to build structure around as well. So Saturn does concern itself with discipline, obligation, responsibilities, things of that nature. So with Saturn doing well in Aquarius, the sign of humanity, the sign of people and truth, makes sense. It's doing what it's supposed to do. We can all agree and correlate the facts and build something pretty useful that's universal. But when it comes to Saturn, Leo, or just Leo in general, that's just going to say that these people may kind of struggle with the Saturn energy. And what that says is that, you know, Leo people may innately have a fear of responsibility, which is definitely something to think about. And that's a very human thing in itself, but these people need love, life, attention, play, excitement, etc. So, you know, all work, no play makes Jack a dull boy. And that's really what this energy is about, is that when these people can step outside of themselves and focus on the needs of others and the details of the world, dude, their life literally becomes fulfilling automatically. You know, so what Leos have to do is be able to step beyond the self, to not take things personally and not be so afraid of the world and being rejected and being compartmentalized, ostracized, put in a box to the point where they are afraid to express themselves. Very important. When Leos truly choose to not take anything personally and to give the love and reinforcement and acceptance that they want from the world to themselves, nobody's going to stop them. Nobody's going to stop them. I could talk your ear off more and more and more, but this should give you a holistic view of what Leo is about and what the archetype means. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. Please drop a like, leave me a comment. What's up with your Leo constellation? Do you have planets? What house? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Blessed be, blessed we. Yes, indeed. I'm going to see you guys really soon. It's going to be like 3 videos today. Let's go.